Hello Fantasy Faithfuls and welcome to AJ Green's Fantasy Snapshot. In 2019, Green will be facing a group of teams that last year gave up 354.8 fantasy points to receivers, 11th least in the NFL with 12.7 yards per reception and 16 touchdowns on average. Breaking down his receiving, Green relies heavily on the short passes to the right while almost getting the same amount of targets over the short middle as the left side. Deep targets are, on the other hand, way higher for the deep left. This does not line up that great with his catch rate. He only catches every other pass to the short right, 10% below the benchmark, and his worst deep zone is his most targeted one. However, I do like the short middle zone. And the short middle is also his most productive one in yards per catch. This is where he makes his living when he's not catching touchdowns. The short middle zone is really dangerous. The opponent that fits his strengths the best is the New York Jets. They gave up 12.7 yards per catch, and opposing receivers had a catch rate of 84% in the short middle zone, so be sure to start him in DFS for that game. Green's one-game floor is 3.9 points and ceiling 17.7 based on the last 3 years, making him a top 12 receiver easily. This is not one of my worries regarding Green. And the likeliness of him scoring above the ceiling and booming is high at 2.8%, while his bust risk below the floor is low at 0.6. Strong numbers for a guy that has both a high floor and a high ceiling. His touchdown rate last year was 7.8, the 9th highest in the league, much higher than his 5.9 from 2017, so expect him to regress somewhat back to the mean. Based on my market share study, I have him projected for 117 targets and 70 receptions in 2019. Green was usable in 6 out of his 9 games in 2018 and scored more fantasy points than guys that played the whole year. When healthy, he rarely scores less than a wide receiver 2 on any given week. The situation breakdown for Green shows that he made no difference at all where the games were played last year. However, he scored way more points when he played a bad passing defense, much more than any of the other top guys. But he did step up his game when playing against winning teams, scoring way less when the Bengals played bad teams. Green saw 14 red zone targets in 2018, and with those targets, he scored 4 touchdowns. He saw 20% of the Bengals' red zone targets. That means that the Bengals rarely ended up in the red zone after Green got hurt, with 29% success rate. I love what I'm seeing, opportunity, and skill. The average risk of Green not scoring above 10 fantasy points in 2018 was 40.3, which is 14th lowest out of receivers, which is a low risk number and indicates a reliable fantasy scorer on any given week. Based on all of this and his ADP of 32 overall, I give him a draft grade of A. He is so reliable with plenty of upside to go with it. He is a forgotten man for 2019, so his price is way below what he's actually worth. Get him instead of Diggs or Amari Cooper in this draft range. Hello Fantasy Faithful, I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check out more of them right here and here. In case you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat.